And you got 7 people in.
Oh, that's a male voice behind our camera there.
You've got 7 people in.
That's not a usual CAG voice. All right, so where we are tonight is the Skirrid Inn. We can't really light it up any more than that. So I don't know if you can see it, but we are at the Skirrid Inn in Wales at the moment. So I've had this on my bucket list forever and a day. But we are going to investigate it soon. Take you guys for a little walk through, a little bit of history. Now, I don't know a lot of history about it. I haven't done a lot of research on it. So I'm going to bring in somebody that does. So over to my side here, holding a very bright light, is a friend,
Amy,
that we found on the way from Amy's Crypt. So
thank you for having me.
well, thank you for coming. Well,
We're going to get run over.
we're going to get run over soon. We'll get flattened by a car. It's all right. We're like got lights and all sorts. It's quite professional because we have got Amy here and we've got Jarrad behind the camera. And
Hey everyone.
He's sorting us out. All right, so Amy, you've done this now twice.
Yes, this is one of our favourite places, our favourite haunted places in the world. It's amazing. I'm so excited you're here tonight. And everyone watching, so excited to have you all.
So what's the history behind this place? Let's show you the most amazing door first, because that door...
The
on
history
front
starts
there,
with the door.
The history starts with the door, yes.
As you can see, this is the oldest inn in Wales. Oldest inn. And on this sign you can see the Skirrid Mountain, which is sort of just to our side. Obviously it's very dark, so you're not going to see the mountain now. But legend has it, it was struck by lightning on the day that Jesus Christ was crucified, and that split the mountain in half. That's how it got its name. The pub is named after that incident, that mountain, so it's kind of cool. But the door, shall we?
Oh, the door. Let's... How cool. Now, somebody might just say it's a door, but how old is that door?
So the door has been...
It's another car. Yeah.
The door has been carbon dated to be about 1500 years old. So it's a studded oak door, and it predates the actual inn, though the inn is pretty old itself, so it dates to sometime during the 1100s. So it's in between 900 and 1000 years old, somewhere falling in between there.
And yet people just come here and drink and think nothing of the fact of how old and how much history is involved in this pub.
Let me just show them the door because I'm pointing at you guys.
Oh yeah? Okay.
But that is an old door.
It looks like it's out of a movie, like a movie set.
Game of Thrones set or something.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So
Everyone's asking, where's CAG? Where's CAG?
I dumped her. She was being a pain, you know what it's like, and I said, get out of the car. And I left her on the roadside and decided to work with Amy instead. So, no, she's setting up. This is beautiful from the back though.
Yeah.
You kind of really get an idea of how old it is. So we've been left here to our own devices. So there's only the 4 of us in there, CAG, me, Amy and Jarrad. And we are going to cover the whole place. This is great that we've just been allowed every access, the bar, the lot. So come on then. What makes this pub so special?
There are so many things. Okay, as we already said, oldest inn in Wales, but the upper floors here have a lot of interesting facets to them. So this place actually used to have a courthouse, so a courtroom here, and a lot of people were trialed here. A lot of people were also sentenced to death here, and they actually carried out the execution supposedly here as well. And it's alleged that 181 people were hanged. And where were they hanged? Just up these stairs. So you see the noose here?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get in and just have a quick look up there.
Obviously not an original noose.
Yeah.
But we do have the original hanging beam to the side here. And it is difficult to see on the camera, but there's definite wear and tear on this piece of wood. So you'd assume from rope burn, rope hangings. So yeah, you have that whole element there.
Yeah, yeah.
Have a number of other hauntings that aren't necessarily associated with the court and the executions taking place here. But I guess when you reflect how old this place is, how many people have passed through here, it makes sense that there could
from
be...
the 1100s, it's just like...
I know. Now, there is rumoured to be a hangman who hangs around, and I apologise for that pun. It's the best way I can
about that
put it. I know. Apparently there's a hangman. People more towards the top of the stairs, I've heard, have felt sort of choking sensations, something around their neck, or even had marks that kind of resemble rope burn. So a little bit dark, a little bit sinister. Whether there is actually a hangman still looking for the next victim, we don't know. This guy will get you in the night, trust me.
When you're not expecting it.
Yeah. You come out of the room and you'll just see a dark figure.
He's got that look, doesn't he?
He does.
He's got the look.
Now, this is... What's this?
Ooh. This here is exactly what it sort of says on the door, the prisoner's cell. So because there were prisoners who came through here to be judged in the court, they had needed someone to hold them. And this was a little cell here. Right now, it's just a storage cupboard. We can go in, shall we?
Mallory from Black Peak Paranormal says hi.
Hi!
Oh, Mallory, hello.
So it's just a little story, but somebody could sit in there later.
Maybe Jarrad. Jarrad's usually who I send
God.
So...
Yeah, I mean, I have heard that things happen in there, but there's also another area where prisoners were held that I'll show everyone, which is kind of funny because it's sort of unique compared to this little prison cell.
Yeah.
This seems more like a cell than the other room.
I was going to say, this is more what you would expect somebody to be put in. You've got to show them how you can see through the floorboards.
Yeah.
So
The stairs are so worn as well.
you can actually see gaps, and when you look down on the floorboards, you can see through. Especially through the head.
Yeah, you can literally see the floor below.
Yeah, when you look through.
Yeah, it sort of concerns me sometimes walking on the floor. Alright, so up here we have 3 different bedrooms, and you can stay here, you can stay the night. All of them have their own sort of hauntings or their own sort of stories. So maybe we start with number 1, give everyone a look-see.
Yep. Oh, this is the really nice room, isn't it?
Yes.
That's a really nice room, Kay. I want this. You remember the lovely room?
This one.
Yeah, we
I know.
both did. But
both
could we
wanted
get rid of the people who were in here?
No, exactly.
Someone had already moved in and started squatting in this room.
It even had a desk.
So Jarrad and I, okay, joke is Jarrad and I spent the night here last night and we dibsed this room because it's really cool. You guys got cool rooms as well. But this place did used to be part of the courtroom. So the wall behind us, if we picture that being gone, it leads into the next room. This was just one massive room back in the day. So a lot of people would have gone on trial here, and I guess a lot of people were sentenced to death here, only to be hanged just outside the door there. The creepiest part of this room, and what I heard, is the active place, and where things can get a little bit dark, is just behind Jarrad. It's the bathroom, of course.
Guys, be prepared to see the weirdest bathroom ever.
I'll go in.
It has a staircase.
So it's kind of like obviously a really weird bathroom. A little bit grand, but at the same time not. And allegedly this was an area where they held prisoners who were waiting to sort of go on trial in the court just out here. And it sort of seems courthouse-ish to me. Now, Jarrad and I visited a couple of years ago, 2018, and I remember coming in here and I had the coldest chill I've probably ever had in a paranormal investigation. Standing right about here. So much so I had a goosebumps all over my legs that you can see on camera. So for me, that's something that stands out here. And we were investigating in here last night. We got a few weird responses. But yeah, allegedly someone is sort of disgruntled, maybe an ex-prisoner in here. No one really knows who they are. but it can get a little bit dark in here. So this is where we've thrown Alison. And it is the biggest room, and you can sort of see, yeah, okay, picture this being connected to the room we were just in. This made up the entirety of the courthouse, so very large. It's also said to be the most active room. A lot of things tend to happen in here.
Like what?
Well,
I'm asking because I'm in here.
Oh.
Wow.
Last night for Jarrad and I, we had this weird incident where I was sitting in our room where we just were, and I didn't see this happening, but I heard a screech of a door. So I heard a as if a door had opened or closed. I looked up and the door to our room was open, and that was weird. So I was talking about it with Jarrad, and then we heard another similar noise. We come out and we're like, okay, all of the doors to the bedrooms were as they were. The cell door on the stairs had opened though, which we thought that we had closed. We can't say for sure that it was that door, but we know later in the night when we came into this room, the door to this room back here, which leads into the bathroom here, that door was closed. We had left it wide open, right? So I'll show you this area. So I was like, Jarrad, did you close this door? No, I didn't close the door for sure, but it was closed. And then, I know this wouldn't be paranormal, this would just be someone mucking around and doing this, but someone had scribbled help onto this mirror. So that was just kind of like a creepy thing. But then we come in here and this wardrobe, which we know was closed, was also open. And we had heard that the area that we are in now is where the judges would come to preside over the cases that they were doing, and can be quite active. We also have probably the most prolific ghost here, called Fanny Price, tends to visit this room, but she does spend a lot of time in the next room over as well. So I don't know what you're in for tonight.
So this one is Fanny Price?
Fanny Price, so room 3.
Yeah.
I would say for us, this probably has been the most active room for Jarrad and I during our investigations, and I'll tell you a little bit about it, but this is where Fanny is primarily seen. I'll tell you who she is and a little bit about her inside. So this is where we put CAG for the night. Fanny Price was a landlady here. She sadly passed away during the 1800s of tuberculosis. Now, a lot of people coming into this room and staying here have done things like put their belongings out or even jewelry on the nightstand, you know, obviously when you're staying here. And then in the morning, it's all kind of rearranged. So it's pretty curious. People also smell Fanny's perfume, which is sort of lavender, like old sort of scent. Sorry. I'm going to get through this without giggling. And also hearing, if you can picture what you'd wear during the 1800s, like a big dress, hearing the dress sort of swift around. People have also sighted a lady here. Years ago, Jarrad and I came here and we had a really, really compelling spirit box session. A couple of things that happened was I said, okay, are there any spirits around that want to talk? And the response came through clear as day. Right away, lots and lots of them. And then after that, I said, okay, how many spirits are in this building, or how many spirits are in the inn? And it answered right away, 25. I also think that this will be a cool place for an Estes, because Jarrad and I did one last night and it was super creepy.
So the hangman's said to be seen a lot just up there, right?
Just around that area, yeah.
The top of the staircase.
Because isn't it supposed to be quite dark, as in whatever you're dealing with on there?
Yeah.
Is that what they say, or?
Yeah, it's sort of like the hangman is looking for his next victim kind of thing. And I guess if it's hurting people, choking, rope burn,
Yeah.
that's a bit nasty, isn't it? So now, there are some stories about down here.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently a local priest has been seen down here. Apparitions have been seen down here. Poltergeist activity, so bar stools have moved glasses have also moved across the bar.
Which is why we've
And
got a
that's
ball
why we've done
under the
the
glass.
Got a makeshift
Yes.
experiment here, cat balls and
So if
glasses.
there's someone around that can hear our voices and you want to move something, please do. Another thing which I don't know is too much haunting or sort of paranormal related, but is the Devil's Cup. And it's kind of like a little bit of folklore. Let me show you.
What's the Devil's Cup?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So at the end of the night, at the pub here, they would put a little bit of beer, a little drink to sort of ward off the devil. I guess it's like an offering to sort of appease the devil. But I noticed there's nothing in the cup. Last time there was something in the cup. So I mean, we might get a visit tonight.
Because they're not appeased. So. And there's lots of little things on the wall. There's newspaper cuttings about the place.
There are a lot about hauntings, a lot of newspaper articles written about the hauntings, and yeah, some of the history as well.
Right. But you got the newspaper articles here. Do ghosts still haunt Hangman's Inn? Legend of good ale, food at the oldest pub in Wales. So it's had its reputation for a long time. And I have heard of the Skirrid Inn going back years. It's been somewhere that I've always wanted to come and investigate. We were supposed to be here 2020. Unfortunately, we all know what happened that year. I had already booked in for this place. But they were very good. The Skirrid Inn were amazing. And they kept our booking for 3 years, wasn't it, Kate?
Yeah.
So, and you can't get any fairer than that. So we're so grateful. So we've got the whole place to ourselves tonight.
All good?
Hey, can we start?
Let's start.
You start here. Oh!
Oh, that's going off. What was that mean?
No.
Put your head in again.
I definitely was not that far in. I just dinged the bell. That's one of those words, ding.
Okay.
I don't think I was me.
Could it be a hand?
It could have been, but I just went like this, boom. I
Do
don't
it
think
again.
I would
Do
have
it
gone
again.
any further than this.
Do it
Because I
again.
kind of did it like this.
Ah.
Okay, if there's someone behind the bar, can you play some more music for us, please?
All right, so if there is anybody here tonight, I hope you don't mind us being here for a visit, out of hours. So my name's Alison.
My name's Cag.
I'm Amy.
And I'm Jarrad.
That guy's Jarrad.
So I nearly forgot to say something then.
If there is somebody here, can you make a loud noise for us, maybe like this? That was just me. Maybe you can light those balls up, like just as I did then.
Brought you some gifts. Brought you some flowers. There's a lady here who likes flowers.
Some tobacco.
We didn't really have to bring you any alcohol because,
Got plenty.
yeah.
So if you're short of handcuffs, there's a pair here. If you want them removed, all you have to do is light the ball up or take them away.
Talking about we brought you some gifts. One of those gifts is a set of handcuffs.
Hey, the judges might appreciate it.
Exactly. The judge, the police, you never know.
So if you are here tonight, there is anybody here. I've got a little box with a little orange light on it, which I'm going to put right there, so I'm not touching it. And I'm going to step back a little bit. So maybe you can put your voice on this. So we're giving you our names. It'd be really polite, and I'd feel much better if you gave us your name as well, please. So who we're dealing with.
Something just happened with the live stream. They're joining again now.
Okay.
You want to restart that?
We're going to restart this then. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else heard of, I want to say a hoot. No? No one else heard that?
I didn't hear a hoot.
I was focusing elsewhere, so what did you hear?
I just heard like a, literally like a woo. Like,
Was that
it
before the
sounded like
camera went
out
off, or?
that way. I reckon maybe you were reaching for the recorder.
Right. About the same time that went off, or?
No, just like just now. It might have been reconnected, I'm not sure.
Alright.
Did anyone on the live hear anything? Leave a comment.
So, sorry to repeat this question, but we kind of had things go wrong a few minutes ago, so I'm just going to repeat it. Can you give us your name, please? Who do we refer to you as? Is that tap on the bar?
Yeah. Can you tell us what happened on this staircase just out here?
What was that?
So,
What the heck?
What the hell was that?
That was not a normal noise.
What was that?
That sounded like something moving, like scraping.
fridge just kicked in then as well.
Did you hear that last night at all?
No.
We didn't.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, well my favourite drink is gin and tonic. Can you tell me what your favourite drink was, please? Anybody else got a question?
I don't have a question, but I feel a little lightheaded. Weird feeling in my head.
Do you like Amy? Are you playing around with her? Heard a metal chink out there then too.
Was that
Yep.
in the hallway?
I was pointing the camera that way too.
Alright, we're going to listen back. There's a few sounds on there I'd like to listen back to. Just get the speaker. You can come and join us on this side.
No, I was keeping an eye on the equipment.
Okay.
Bit shy tonight,
I'm
Kag.
just here.
She's enjoying a night off.
Cag's just chilling.
Okay. Alright. So, sorry to repeat this question, but we kind of had things go wrong a few minutes ago, so I'm just going to repeat it. Can you give us your name, please? Who do we refer to you as? Is that a tap on the bar? We got that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Who do we refer to you as? No.
You hear
Is
it?
that a tap on the bar?
Yeah. Can you tell us what happened on this staircase just out here?
What was that?
So,
What the staircase just out here?
What was that?
so,
What the
What
heck?
the hell was that? What was that?
so.
What the
What
heck?
the hell was that?
Weird.
It was weird.
Can you tell me what your favourite drink was, please? Please.
That sound like a
A
sign.
sign.
Yeah. Like two words.
Anybody else got a question?
I don't have a question, but I feel a little lightheaded. weird feeling in my head.
Do you like Amy?
So again, isn't it?
Weird feeling in my head.
Do you like Amy? Are you playing around with her?
Again.
Got a metal chink up there then too.
So we did get that actually. There.
Yeah, you can hear it. Got a
It's
metal.
like you know what it reminds me of? Coins chinking together.
I will
metal
say
chink up there then too.
there are queens in the pan that's being held by that mannequin guy on the stairs.
There are, yeah.
And there's also the swinging lock that we had to close when we came in on the door as well. They're the only two things I can think of out there that would make that sort of a noise.
That was a lighter noise. It's almost like, you know when you get your coins
Yeah, and you clink them.
and they clink as you move.
Liz said sounds like a knock. A few people thought they said hang or hanged. I'm not sure if they heard something, or I'm not sure if they were
Might
correcting
be
one
what
of us.
that
Yeah.
It's big where I was standing because you had the speaker facing me.
Yeah.
But after Amy asked your question, to me it sounded like get out. But from it, yeah.
It sounded like 2 words. So, and that's, yeah.
I was pointing the camera that way too.
Again.
Alright, we're going to listen back. There's a few sounds in there I'd like to just get the speaker.
Did we want to try and go back in there?
Yeah,
Where the
sure.
equipment is? We just want to do it out here because this is a quieter area.
So is anyone out here? Can you come into the front bar with us, please?
Although, as you say, that seems to be where the sounds have all been coming from out
Like
there.
just,
Yeah.
just in there.
Okay.
Looks like Jared's going on the headphones.
Can I just say, I was just talking to these ladies tonight, and when I first started doing Estes, I used to just, listen and say what I heard, which is what you're supposed to do, but now I like laying down, because I feel like when I lay down, I get into like this, like even more into it, like I feel like more relaxed almost. I don't know where I'm going to lay down here though, but I just want to say, if any of you guys do it, try lying down, because I really think that helps. I think, anyway, it helps relax you a bit.
Down on
What was there? There's a bench just over there as well.
bench over there, you can lie
I
down.
can lay on the floor, I don't care.
You could just lay on the slate, yeah.
Right, I'm going to bring
I've
the
slept
video.
on prison floors and whatever else, so...
What do you think of this man
I'm
laying on
trying.
the floor? Thank you if you're trying to talk to us. Can we have your name?
Can you tell us who you are?
I don't want to.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, that's a shame because we'd love to know who you are.
Is there anything that you do feel comfortable sharing about yourself?
Yeah, I think so. Adam
Your name's Adam?
is watching.
Oh, Adam's watching.
Mm.
Is he watching us? Or is he watching you?
Why are you even here?
No, we're here to talk to you.
Samantha would like to know what year it is for you.
Years it's been.
So you don't know what year it is then?
We lost track of what year it is. Interesting then he asked you for a year, he comes out with years of... What was it? Years of being...
Yeah.
Wales.
Wales.
That's where we are. Is that where you're from?
Something neck. I didn't hear the first word.
Neck.
That's obviously relevant to the history of this place and the hangings.
Did you used to work in this building? If so, what did you do?
Poor people.
I've got lots of poor people here.
Or could it be a sympathy to poor people?
Yeah, poor people.
I'm tired. Rest.
That's me, sorry.
Oh, we good?
Feel
we
a
good?
movement over there-ish area.
That would be me sitting.
Could that be?
Yeah, so probably the chair maybe.
Just Alison falling over.
Yeah. So do you used to work in here? Behind the bar? Are we talking to a staff member?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Were you the one making noises behind the bar before? Maybe you've been trying to get our attention.
Beer up again. Beer up.
Not beer.
Beer.
The pub's shut. No more beer for you. Yeah.
Devils.
Oh,
Do you think we're devils?
are you going towards that cup?
Fallen. Imminent.
Devil's a fallen angel, right? Is that right?
Well,
Or the devil.
Yeah, the devil is the big one, but...
Oh yeah, the cup is out of beer. You're right, Rosemary.
Ah,
It is.
Maybe that is
the
Yeah.
devil's cup.
just clicking. Thank you.
Are we supposed to put beer in there? Are you worried something might happen if we don't? What'll happen if that cup doesn't have beer in it?
Me.
This is going to sound really, really strange. It
Catch up.
could just be movements in my hand.
It's small.
Yeah.
But there's a vibration in the torch. Almost as if something's playing with it. Which is really weird, and I know that's weird for me to say.
Hundreds of people.
Hundreds of people are playing with my torch.
The community.
It's got a... Through the fingertips I can feel the vibration.
Interesting.
But whether it's just my body doing something that I'm
They're
not-
normal. Break a leg.
Well, don't tell that to Alison. She might take it literally.
Exactly.
There's a lot of steps for me to go.
I'm existing.
If you're existing, maybe you can move
And I
one of,
approve.
maybe you can move one of these glasses on the bar here for us.
If you move the glass, we might be able to fill it full of beer for you.
How cool would that be? Do you want us to do that?
Can you slide the glass?
Famous hills. I have it.
Is that like the Skirrid Mountain?
Truth.
I heard that too. I don't know if it's
Circles.
just residual noise coming off of the spirit box,
No, that was different.
but it sort of sounded like what we were getting on the EVP, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
That's what I just thought.
In 2 hours. Victims.
Okay, Kath and Cameron and Lucrezia all heard that as well. Sounded like a low voice.
Will that be it?
Can you move a chair for
Richard.
us? Richard, can you move a chair for us, please?
I think we should get him off the floor.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, let me kick him.
All good?
You right, Jarrad?
My stiff back, yeah.
Okay, so what were we having just then, sorry?
Well, on the there's the occasional one when I asked, but we asked whether you. It was almost immediately. I asked if you used to work here behind the bar, if you're a staff member, and you went yes, almost immediately to that one. What else was there? A lot of it was random.
Yeah,
but
there was a lot of random.
yeah. It's just the occasional comeback was almost immediate. But that noise again
The weird
that we
noise.
heard.
Yeah.
We heard that noise again that
Oh,
was
yeah.
on the EVP.
You also said something about devils and then beer, and there's
Yeah.
no beer in the cup.
I was going to say, to that point,
Yeah.
you know how when you do it, sometimes there's some voices that come through that are
Yeah.
really clear and like really deep voice or clear male voice or something like that. And then there's others that, you know, are not as clear, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you get levels of like really clear and they're not so much clear, you know? So some of them could be, you know, just the radio static
Yeah.
noise I'm hearing, but others do come through much more clearer. There was one male voice that I felt came through. To be honest, I actually can't remember what specific words were the ones that were that male voice, but there was a couple of times it was like a real clear, distinct male voice, the same male voice saying a couple of different things throughout that. But I don't remember what words they were. There were too many words.
Well, I reckon we move to another part of the hotel, or the pub. So
I agree.
which part do you think we should do?
Somewhere on the staircase?
Where they did the hangings.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Wales, definitely come to the Skirrid Inn. Is that you?
That was behind me. I don't know what that was.
It's like to
I
be
can
the
look,
person
hang
who
on.
is interrupting whoever that might be.
Not sure what that was. Sorry. Coming back.
It's a bit distracting me. So yeah, if you're ever in Wales, definitely come to the Skirrid Inn. The history is amazing. It's just an amazing little pub. So we're going to move on. We're going to go upstairs. So, all right. Catch you later. Enjoy your evening. Evening? Morning.
Day.
Over there. And
It's confusing, isn't it?
we'll see you soon.